Everybody is freaking out in the market today because based on what happened, with the CPI print for the month of May that we got on in Thursday, last Thursday. This is the third day in a row that the Dow Jones has been closing with a minimum of 500 points in the red. This has never happened before. And everybody is kind of, freaking out about exactly, is it going to be a surprise when the Federal Reserve meets? And I want to cover with you in this video how you can use this as an opportunity to make, a little bit or a lot of money depending on how you approach this strategy, all right? Because my views are, Jerome Powell has been really conscious and intentional about not surprising the market with their decision around interest rates. All right. So we've known for quite some time now that in June and July, we're going to have two increase of 50 basis points. So that's 0.5% in the month of June and in the month of July. For now, we don't know what is going to happen after. All right. So people are starting to already maybe discount the fact that, hey, because CPI shows that inflation is not slowing down, maybe they're gonna shock the system. Maybe they're gonna just go, 75 basis points. Some people like Jim Cramer are calling for 100 basis points, like 1%, boom, let's go. Well, it's not impossible. It's not off the table because they said, okay, we're gonna look at the data. We're gonna look at, we're going to pretty much monitor the economy, and if we need to be more aggressive than we've announced, we're going to be. So I think it's kind of a 50-50 chance, 50% chance to see exactly a surprise or not. But personally, I don't think, because they look at what we call the core CPI, and that core CPI have not gone up. As a matter of fact, it has went down a little bit, just a notch, which tells me that this is the inflation. I mean, this is the indicator that they're looking at in order to measure and gauge how high inflation is really, because they're stripped off of the CPI that we use in order to, measure inflation. They strip off food and energy, which are the big components spiking prices in this whole inflation thing. So I think the market may rally if when Wednesday and Thursday comes, the Federal Reserve says we're going to stick with 50 basis points because it's going to relieve, and we're going to have a rally or a relief rally based off of that news. If we have a surprise, then definitely the market will continue to sell off. But in the midst of this, let me share with you my experience. With my experience, when there is a sell-off like this, even the good quality stocks are being thrown away. Just look at what happened today. You will see by yourself. Like, everything has been tanking, but not oil. As a matter of fact, oil ended up a little bit flat, but it was down almost 2.5% at some point today. Why? Because oil is the only sector so far in the midst of this uncertainty where at least it is still going to go up. So take a look at some of the small mid caps. I've mentioned this many times. I bought some again this morning. Companies that, with strong earnings, and this quarter is going to be one of the bulliest quarters for energy companies just based on what prices of oil are sitting right now. And this is not going down anytime soon. This is not my words. This is the expert words. This is based on the law of supply and demand happening in this current market. Just look at how people are really willing to travel despite high price gases. Have you changed your habits based on high gas prices? If yes, how much of a percentage? Like 30%? Do you not drive? Like for us here in Texas, I don't see less cars in the road just because of high gas prices. So based on this, I will continue to say, if you want to invest, if you want to day trade, if you want to swing trade, small caps in the oil sector, I'm going to put a video where I detail some of those that I personally watched, some of the personal that I've been day trading, swing trading. And I'm going to put it somewhere here. So go ahead and watch. Also check the link in the description video down below. And you will see, pretty much what I'm doing, because this is one of the most certain ways to make money in times like this, when the market is overreacting or overselling off based on news on inflation.